Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So this is the October 2020 energetic forecast, reading breakdown, whatever you want to call it, for all of my Geminis. So if you're cross-watching, then welcome, but please try to not get offended as to whatever may come up in this reading. It may have absolutely nothing to do with you, but if you know that you are prone to being triggered, just go on ahead and exit out, because I'm definitely not holding back to spare anyone's feelings. So for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, welcome to your October to November reading. So yeah, the astrological chart that I'm reading for each sign this month is based in tropical astrology, but feel free to use your sidereal or any sort of other astrological placements that you are comfortable with. I decided to bring back the 3 personal piles for each zodiac sign like I did last month. You guys seem to love it. I loved it. And so after this main general reading that applies to all my Geminis for this month, there will be a meditation to help you select a pile for a more personalized message, okay? I will not be divining these messages down here. Basically just going to be reading the descriptions of the cards like I did last month, but I did want to add this out the way. Not every Gemini is getting the same general message for October to November 2020. Let me also say that I'm not taking personal readings at this time. Thank you for your patience, and please do not forget to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. Now that all that is out of the way, let me go ahead, clear off these 3 piles, and we'll start breaking down this huge stack of cards here to see what your October 2020 has in store for you, okay? All right, Gemini, so for each sign for this month, I decided to pull some colored cards, and your color card for this month is the card Indigo, and it says improve your vision, and it is the number 40 right here. So with this card, Gemini, what I'm seeing here is this feels very dreamy, like too good to be true sort of energy. Gemini, I feel like a lot of fortunate energy and blessings are in store for many of you this month of October and moving into November. And because this card looks so cosmic, like far away, these were distant dreams, wishes, goals, and blessings that you've been wanting but maybe didn't believe could actually happen for you. So this feels like hope, being very hopeful. And so the fact that something you weren't expecting or thought was possible actually happened seems like a lot to celebrate and to be thankful for. It feels like miraculous energy here. So I'm gonna put this card here. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with you guys' tarot cards. Very first card that we have here is the 3 of Swords in reverse. Next card that we have is the 4 of Cups. Yep. These color cards have been on point for each sign. Like the color cards, it's like it's explaining the whole reading. The next card that we have here is the Page of Cups. Then we have the King of Wands. Final tarot card is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And before you guys ask, in case I get some questions, this is called the Dream Weaver Tarot deck. I absolutely love it because it actually looks like little Polaroids, which I think is so cute. But yeah. Okay, so this was in reverse, yeah. So what I'm seeing here, the 3 of Swords in reverse is bringing to mind the saying, you are not out of the woods just yet. Like I just heard that. But here's the thing, this is in terms of emotionally. You're not out of the woods just yet emotionally. It's all about how you feel, Gemini, for this month of October moving into mid-November. You may be looking forward to something happening that just instantly changes how you feel with this 4 of Cups and this Page of Cups right here. It's like you're telling yourself, if this happens or if this turns out like that, then everything will change or things will be better. I'll finally be happy. King of Wands, though, is almost pressured in a sense. He feels like a lot of pressure. That's just what he feels like. He feels like pressure to make something work, or pressure to make something happen, pressure to achieve something, pressure to do something by a certain date. He feels very committed to this one plan or idea. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And oh, okay. That's what I was picking up earlier too. This is what I was picking up. For many of my Geminis, this Knight of Cups is that hope coming to fruition. It's that distant dream happening. But with this Knight being in reverse, this is saying that it won't solve everything that you're thinking it will. It won't be that knight in shining armor that you were hoping it would be. I think that's why I heard you're not out of the woods just yet. And so I'm actually going to flip a clarifier in a little bit here to see what this is. But you do have the North Node in your first house, Gemini. And so this is all about doing the hard work and being extra accountable. The North Node transforms everything in our life when we tap into that energy or follow that breadcrumb trail that the North Node has left behind, but it's not something we ever actually reach, especially with you. The North Node being in your first house is a very intense 2-year sort of ordeal. But like I said, the North Node's never meant to actually be reached. The North Node is a figment, or it's an unreachable place. It exists to show us the way or direction that we need to keep progressing in, but no matter how far we go, we never get closer or closer to that finish line, to that North Node. The North Node's like the finish line, but we're never meant to actually reach that. So if you're looking for one thing to fix everything this month, your guides want you to reach deeper than this sort of topical treatment or band-aid. They want you to be more realistic about, like, this is not going to solve everything for you. Yes, it's going to bring you some sort of happiness or some sort of fulfillment, but it will be temporary. In order for you to find that nice sort of peaceful, but in order for you to kind of find that like fundamental just happy space where it's like that's just what you're operating on, it's going to take a lot more work than you achieving some sort of goal, basically. And so for instance, you may be thinking, if I lose that 20 pounds, I'll finally be happy. I'll love myself. I'll love my body. I'll get the attention that I want. I'll get the person that I want. I'll attract the people that I want to. I'll be more confident. But there's something deeper beyond that. And that's what your guides want you to explore. Like, why can't you already feel confident and beautiful and lucky and happy right now? North Node being in the first house has one important lesson to teach, and that's that you are already who you need to be to live the reality that you want. That's why the North Node cannot be reached, because the universe did that on purpose. The universe did that because it doesn't want us to look outside of ourselves to find fulfillment and happiness. It wants us to realize that we are already capable of feeling those things, because it's simply a state of mind. It's not a role or an outfit to wear. It's not a certain position to assume. It's not a material possession. It's not an appearance. It's not a person or a status or a goal, but it is a state of being that we are free to assume at any time we want. Yeah, sure, it may take some extra work and time to get to that state of mind to feel that confident, when you're 20 pounds heavier than what you want to be, but it is still there, available and waiting for you to assume that state. And that's just an example. But and also South Node being in your 7th house in Sagittarius says stop searching elsewhere for what you want to feel, just like this Knight of Cups in reverse over here. That card, it is saying that it's right there in front of you. It's right here in front of you. And with all of that 8th house action that you have going on, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn finally direct in the sign of Capricorn, this pressure is urging you to transform through your own skin, not through accomplishments and achievements, but to magically evolve through your own abilities. I also just saw a flash of a white car. Don't ask me why. I have no clue why, but I just saw it. Some of you may be shopping for a car this month. That was interesting. It was just like this flash of like a white car. Kind of looked like a sedan. I don't know. Is that a car, a sedan, or is that like a SUV? I don't even know. I don't know cars. But yeah, it just looked like a white vehicle. Let me shuffle a clarifier here just to kind of see what this is that some of you are attracting or bringing in. So we have the Hanged Man, then we have the Magician, like what I was talking about. Because you guys are ruled by Mercury. The Magician card is ruled by Mercury. You guys are really able to transform your mind. Let's see what else we get for you. You see the funny thing about this manifestation, whatever you're attracting, the 4 Wands keeps popping up. I don't know what's going on this month, but there's a lot of changes happening in the home for a lot of different signs this month. But as you can see, the Magician came out, I believe, right after this Hangman. Hangman is the card of discomfort. And so it's like, yeah, you're manifesting it, but it's not going to actually take away that discomfort. We have 2 of Swords. And then we have, what is this? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, see? You guys have been waiting for something. It's going to hit. It's more than likely is going to change something within your home, your family, your household. It's could be something like putting you guys in a completely different tax bracket too. All right. I wasn't trying to get 8 of Wands. Look at that. Coming through fast. Oh my gosh. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. You see that? You guys are really attracting in what you want. You guys are really seriously attracting in what you want. Like I said, this could put you in a completely different tax bracket. Whatever it is that you are manifesting, bringing in, but it is not going to solve the areas of discomfort in your life the way that you think it will. That's what the Hangman is. 2 of Swords is over here. Some of you may be pulled in like a couple of different directions for some odd reason. I'm trying to see for sure what you guys are attracting. We do have some Pentacles cards here. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 6 of Pentacles also in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys might end up in a completely different tax bracket after this month. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Some of you guys that have set yourself up for this, you may end up in a different tax bracket. I just keep getting that, receiving that, hearing that. 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands coming in really, really quickly. Queen of Pentacles, there's a feminine energy here. There is a feminine energy here that means a lot to you. Could be your energy. Definitely could be your energy, but I don't know why, but it doesn't feel like your energy. But if you really resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, then by all means, this is your energy. In order for you to get to the Sun place, Gemini, you are going to have to sort of confront or encounter something. In order for you to get to the Sun place, we don't get to the Sun with material possessions. We get to the Sun, like I said, it's a state of being. Just like the Magician card is a state of being, you guys. 8 of Wands, this is happening very fast. And you're going to be hitting your goal or your target. You're going to be achieving it for sure. Like I said, this looks like finances to me for some of you. We've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is like somebody coming to you because they hear about something that you've just gotten or received. They hear about maybe how good you're doing. Look at that, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. People may even be waiting for you to like give them some money, give them something. That may be the decision that you are kind of, the 2 different directions that you're kind of pulled in, like, how much do I help? How much do I give? I don't want to create this like cycle where people keep depending on me for stuff, because this is something, whatever it is that comes in, it comes in because of you putting in that hard work with this Queen of Pentacles right here. This was you putting in that hard work and all that discomfort with the Hangman. So it's like, don't feel pressured to create this kind of relationship or dynamic where people are depending on you when it's like, this is your blessing. You know what I mean? This is your blessing. No one else went through the uncomfortable phases that you did, you know? So this is your blessing. So be very careful about feeling pressured. Because the Hangman, like I said, is a very uncomfortable card. Be careful about feeling pressured. Yeah, and then we have the 4 of Wands, a card of home, community. Yeah, you guys, be careful about feeling pressured. I really do think, though, what you guys are drawing in or bringing in definitely has to do with money. It's got something to do with money. For some of you, it could have something to do with this Queen of Pentacles right here. Like I said, oh wow, look at that. 3 of Swords just like down here in reverse. But yeah, it could have something to do with this Queen of Pentacles. Definitely could have something to do with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to you guys' oracle cards over here. See what else you have in store for your month. Very first card that we have is Jupiter return benefits. You guys see this? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Then we have 4th house roots. Okay, that's what I was picking up. I was picking up something with, all right. 6th house routines, the next card. We'll get to this in a minute. Pluto transformation. What I was talking about. And then we have here Pallas Athene. I think I'm saying that right. Inner wisdom. And then we have first quarter, making decisions, obstacles, taking action, momentum. You guys, it says taking action, making decisions, like that Two of Swords I was just talking about with your clarifier cards. Okay, you guys, so Jupiter return, I told you guys you got some amazing things happening this month, moving into November, and it's the things that you didn't think were possible. More than likely, these blessings are things that you closed the door on because you didn't think they could happen, as Jupiter is moving through your 8th house, and the 4th house is where you have Venus in Virgo, Gemini. So this is the house of the mother, roots, family, ancestors, our origins. So some of you may hear important news from your mom this month, the mother of your child, a girlfriend or a wife, some sort of feminine energy or presence, as well as this feminine energy may be pressing you to change something. They may be really on top of getting you to transform something in your life. Then we have 6th house routine, where we have Mercury, your ruling planet, going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. Again, bringing a lot of attention to your routine and habits and what needs to change. What are you doing every day that's contributing to how you feel as a person? What are you doing every day that is validating the notion that you need this or that in order to be happy or successful or beautiful or intelligent or whatever the case? We have inner wisdom card here as well. So you can see that it looks a lot like Venus. This is that feminine energy, again, coming through with this deep inner wisdom and knowledge, asking or urging you to change something, or to at the very least become more aware of it or more accountable. And first quarter is saying, take control of your life, take charge and transform, Gemini. Do not wait for anything or anyone else to come into your life and say, now you can be happy. Claim it now anyways. Claim it right now, with or without this thing in your life that you may be waiting on. Let's get the advice for your month here. So we have here, look at that, you guys. What was I saying earlier? It says your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. And we actually have a full moon in Taurus coming up October 30th. I think this might also be why I'm in love with Halloween, because I'm a Taurus myself. Every time Halloween rolls around, it's usually a full moon in Taurus right around Halloween or on the day of Halloween. And then we have here, believe in the impossible, blue moon. Okay, actually, let me put these down here. Okay, you guys, so dreams need a practical plan. This is what I've been saying, Gemini. Your guides want you to be more realistic, not in terms of what you can have, but in terms of realizing that this material thing cannot bring you a different state of mind. The only reason you think it can is because you are saying that it will. Gemini, you are a child of Mercury, meaning you are the Magician card in tarot, and we pulled the Magician in your clarifier cards. So you are able to shapeshift the mind to fit any narrative that you want or need, and you are most gifted. You are the most gifted sign at being able to do that. Virgo is too. They also have, Mercury is also Virgo's ruling planet, but Virgo is an earth sign. You are an air sign. And believe in the impossible is saying, believe that you can be successful, beautiful, happy, fulfilled, lovable, attractive, intelligent right now, with or without that accomplishment. Even though many of you are gaining that blessing this month, but you know, that's besides the point. But you know, this is about taking more control of your state of being, Gemini. You don't have to wait for this blessing to come in, even though for very many of you, this blessing is coming right on in this month. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these two cards right here. These are different laws from Ma'at, and basically people follow the 42 laws of Ma'at to maintain balance and peace in their life. So let's see the two laws that she has for you this month. And it says here, it says, I keep the waters pure. All right. And then we have, look at that, you guys. It says, I achieve with integrity. Okay. So I achieve with integrity is saying to some of you, don't get so enamored or desperate to have something or someone that you are willing to compromise your own values. It's really important for you to live by that moral code and to keep your waters pure. Do not taint them with untamed desires that influence you to do something that you have to live with. It'll only taint your heart and that dream that you've been waiting on. And then there will have been no point to it, right? And I'm not feeling that message very strongly, but it is here. And my aunt wanted to make that known, so I have to say it. But yeah, don't get so up in arms. King of Wands. Don't get so King of Wands that you're just like, fuck it. Whatever it is that I have to do to have this, I'm gonna do it. Don't let it get to that point, because like I said, many of you guys are actually bringing this in. It's part of your destiny to bring this blessing in, whatever it is that you want. So don't feel like you have to do something. Don't feel like you have to do something that's going to change who you are as a person in order to get there, because then there will have been no point. The universe's plan for you is to have everything it is that your heart's desires while you are still you, while you are still able to notice you and to recognize you and to feel like you. So don't let this shit change you. Whatever this is, do not let it change you. Okay, let's get some advice or messages from your angels for this month. And so we have here relationship harmony. Okay. And it says, Archangel Raguel, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Okay, that's interesting. Then we have prosperity. Look at that. Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. This card's been popping up quite a bit too. I think just a lot of people have a lot to collect this month, but we are that full moon in Taurus is known as the harvest moon, so we got some stuff to collect for sure as a collective, I think. And then we have here moon cycles. Archangel Haniel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. We pulled that magician card and it keeps coming up here that you're manifesting. So relationship harmony and prosperity are two strange energies to get in this reading. I'm wondering if this prosperity that you receive, or this blessing that I told you guys we're in for, which like I said, for a lot of you, it looks like you're going to be ending up in a different tax bracket, especially by the end of this year for very many of you guys. First of all, again, it's confirmation that this blessing is coming in. We can't be exactly sure about exactly when it's going to hit, but I do believe that it is starting to come through at the very least, or at the very earliest in October, moving into November. I'm definitely wondering if these blessings cause a little bit of conflict for some of you. Like I mentioned, you have the South Node in your 7th house, and this is the house of partnerships, karma, the other, relationships, dynamics. So some of you may have a little tension in certain relationships over the next year and a half or so. But one thing that your chart is saying is to be careful when it comes to running your home. In October and November. Another thing too, with the South Node being in the 7th house, this is also saying that people are not who they used to be. People are changing. And so that means that you have to kind of deal with them differently. You have to kind of maneuver them a bit differently than before. When you have the South Node in the 7th house. Actually experienced that some years back, but for sure it can, and sometimes too, when I say that, the best example that I can give is like a parent, like when their child graduates from high school or they finally turn 18 or 21 or something, and it's like, you can't be the same type of parent that you were to them when they were 5 versus when they're 21. Because if so, you're gonna stunt them, you're gonna stifle them, and they need to be free enough to grow. So it's like, relationships evolve, and you have to treat people differently as people grow and evolve and change and transform. And this is the same exact thing that you are starting to go through as well, Gemini, no matter what age that you're at, with the South Node being in your 7th house, okay? Well, especially if you're Gemini rising. But yeah, even if you're not, even if you're a Gemini sun, moon, Venus, doesn't matter. Gemini is still experiencing this. Gemini energy is still experiencing this in its 7th house. So that means that even if you're sun, moon, or Venus, that Gemini still is dealing with that energy in their relationship sector, okay? You may have a disagreement about how to do something or how something should be in your home, with Venus opposing Neptune for a little bit in October for you. But either way, your angels have already seen it and are working on that for you. Again, moon cycles is more confirmation that you attracted or magicianed something into your life that you didn't think was possible. And if you haven't seen this come in just yet, then definitely don't hesitate to work with the moon this month, Gemini, because you're very, very connected to the moon this month for this moon cycles card to come up. Let's see your health cards for the month. Consult a nutritionist. So be very, very, make sure that you're being pretty, not proactive, but just make sure you're staying on top of your diet. Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. Yeah, you guys, for some of you that may be struggling with weight, struggling with diet, struggling maybe with some sort of trigger alert, I don't want to say this. If you're struggling with some sort of eating disorder, because I feel like I have to say that because I thought I'd read eating disorder on the card. At least it's what my eyes saw. So let me just get this message out. Like I said, trigger alert. But if you're struggling with an eating disorder, I believe that consulting a nutritionist, just somebody that is very well versed, has a lot of knowledge about food and diet, things like that, you know, some sort of a healthcare physician that's really, really knowledgeable about food, I think could really, really help you guys. But keep an eye on that, especially as we have Saturn now recently moving direct. Saturn is very, very, very strict, extremely strict. So be careful of that, you guys. Your next health card that we have here is exercise is key. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me to an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budget. Okay, you guys, so just be careful a little bit about trying to control different things, because sometimes that can happen when we really want something to happen for us. We may get like a little bit controlling in other areas of our life, you know, because it's like, well, it's easy for me to control what goes into my body. I might not be able to bring in that $1 million that I want, but I can control this aspect of my life. And so sometimes that can make us almost like a tyrant over certain aspects of our life, and it can turn into something where it's like a control issue and it can get out of hand. So definitely make sure that you're watching out for that. Okay. All right, let's see. So these two cards here are going to be showing me the energy surrounding your most, so like platonic relationships, relationships with friends, family, coworkers, things like that, for the month of October, moving into November. And so we have here, very first card, Divine Masculine. Interesting. The frequency of the Divine Masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. Okay, we're going to talk about this one. We're going to talk about this for sure. And then we have here integrity, and it says the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. Didn't we have another card with the word integrity in it? Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. I could have sworn. Yes, right here. I achieve with integrity, that Ma'at card. Okay. So again, we have that integrity word. I didn't even know that this card was in the deck, even the integrity card. But granted, you know, I don't actually use this deck a lot. But still, to see this twice now, Ma'at was on the money. Like, these cards represent the energy surrounding your relationships. And that's why I probably couldn't get over the prosperity and relationship harmony card, because this blessing may add some sort of tension in some of you guys' relationships this month. Now, this could be friends or family, because these aren't your romance cards here. I'll be getting to those in a moment. But Gemini, seeing this again, keep your blessings close by. Don't tell everyone, especially if what comes through is money. Be careful telling everyone, because the Divine Masculine card is saying to stand firm and to set boundaries, as well as read what it says in this Divine Masculine card. It says this frequency helps facilitate our capacity to transform our dreams into form. So that is confirmation of that message from earlier that said, be practical and realistic about your dreams. Your dreams need a practical plan. So that's also, I believe, what this card is alluding to, that there may even be some people that are like, if there's money that comes in or some sort of big opportunity, there may be a lot of people coming to you with like, we should do this with that money, we should do that with that money. You need to really maintain a nice firm grip, and to maintain grounded, to stay grounded. Fourth house roots, stay grounded through this, because for sure, you know, you may have people coming to you and being like, let's do this, 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 and this. And before you know it, they run you dry, and then you have nothing left. You have nothing left for yourself if this is money. You know, so yeah, just be firm about that. Let's go ahead and check out your romance cards here. So the very first one that we have is getting to know each other. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. Then we have here playfulness. And it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. All right. And then we have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, Gemini. So I love these romance cards for you, Gemini, because you're such a youthful energy, and it's good to play and to be lighthearted, as well as you have the sun moving through your fifth house. So take your love out on a date, and if they're the ones to ask you out, then go for it. Say yes. Have fun, Gemini. For those in a relationship, get to know your partner all over again, because that's something, in my opinion, that always seems to throw like a big bucket of water on the on the spark, you know, on the flame in a relationship, is when people stop getting to know each other. People are constantly evolving and changing. And you know that better than almost anyone, Gemini, which is why you are the sign of the twins, showing your duality. So make the effort to get to know what's going on in their life and what's happening if you are not already. Go out on a date or have a date in the house where you guys can cook together, light some candles, play some music, watch a movie after. Take it back to the basics and do the things that you guys used to do when you first met. You know, for my singles, go out on that date. I just feel like someone's going to ask a lot of my Geminis this month out somewhere, and again, get to know them. So if you already know the basics, like where they went to school or about their family, dive a little bit deeper, ask deeper questions. You know how to get information out of people, Gemini. But so get to know them in a fun, flirty, playful way that isn't intimidating, but is actually fun and like invigorating. It'll ignite a very large spark, especially with this King of Wands down here between the two of you and this Page of Cups right here. So yeah, the ability to light a very large spark is a huge possibility here, as well as this Three of Swords in reverse. This could be somebody with my singles where you guys like meet someone that kind of takes you out of that breakup blues. So some of you may have just recently went through a breakup and you're kind of still maybe mourning the loss of that relationship. There could be somebody that you meet this month, especially with this Page of Cups right here, where we also have Knight of Cups in reverse. You could definitely meet somebody where they kind of pull you out of that state of like grieving this past relationship. So, you know, definitely be open to it. That might be why it kept coming through, like just be open to going out on that date, like say yes. So some of you may kind of still be in that phase where you're like, I don't really want to go out, I don't really want to date, I'm not in the mood yet. Definitely consider it, Gemini, because I think that it could help kind of pull you out of this blue sort of state with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Cups right here. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing. What I'm going to do is clear these cards off, bring back those three piles, and we will get to you guys' meditation. All right, and on pile 1 we have Carnelian. On pile 2 we have Citrine. And on pile 3, thanks to you guys, I now finally know which agate this is. This is a Botswana. I think I'm saying that right, agate. We have this on pile 3. All right, and for my pile 1 Geminis, you guys chose Carnelian. So like I said, I'm not divining these messages, basically just reading the description of the cards. So yeah, let's just go on ahead and dive into your personalized message for the month. My pile 1 Geminis, very first card that we have here is Clary Sage. And it says, this is the card of insight, trigger statement, there is no hope, true statement, there is a higher purpose, connect with your higher self, and allow to be guided to your higher purpose. As the veil of illusion falls away, you will find your answer. Okay. Overall energy that we have here is trust. Beautiful. And focus. All right. Goddess energy for the month we have is Parvati, devotion. And Kuan Yin, compassion. Your spell card for the month is grace. Grace, a blessing, come to me to set me free. Final card here is Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. So I'll be reading the description for this card out of the book, but first I'm just going to be shuffling a couple of extra oracle cards here just to see if there's any additional messages that I may have missed. So you can ask a question as I'm shuffling, you may receive an answer. Very first one that we have here is Play More. Then we have short-term results. Secrets involved. And underneath the deck we have yes. All right, and what it says for Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz in the book is recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and saying to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Pile 1 Geminis, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you guys have not already. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, but until next time, stay safe, blessed, healthy, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, my pile 2 Geminis, you guys chose the citrine. Like I said, I'm not divining these messages. I'm basically just reading the descriptions of the cards. So for my pile 2 Geminis, let's go on ahead and see your personalized message for the month of October moving into November. And so the very first card that we have here is Ginger. And it's the card of will, trigger statement. I am a victim, true statement. I am powerful beyond measure. You are strong and capable with gratitude, optimism, and action. Manifest the life that you desire. I like that. Overall energy that we have for the month is happiness and new beginnings. Beautiful. Goddess energy for the month, we have Nike, ambition. Okay, so this is my ambitious pile right here. And then we have Benzai, I don't know, Benzai Sin, I think. Beauty. Your spell card that we have for the month is Safe Home. I cast a circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. And final card is the Sacrament of Extreme Unction. And I'll be reading the definition for this card out of the book. But first, just going to be shuffling a couple of oracle cards just to see if there's any additional messages that I may have missed. So you guys can think of a question as I'm shuffling. You may receive an answer. Okay, so we have here, very first one that flipped out, curious about you. Then we have social media connection. Okay, let's see. Back to shuffling. And then we have here daddy issues. Underneath the deck, we have stay the course. Okay, and the Sacrament of Extreme Unction card says in the book, your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You've been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. Pile 2 Geminis, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, but until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, my pile 3 Geminis, you guys chose the Botswana agate. I think I'm saying that right, but if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even know that. So thank you guys so much that commented, letting me know what crystal that was, because it is a gorgeous crystal. I was so drawn to it. Okay, so like I said, I'm not divining these messages, basically just reading the descriptions of the cards. So very first card that we have for my pile 3 Geminis for your personalized message for the month is Eucalyptus, and this is the card Reset. Ooh, trigger statement, I'm sick. True statement, I'm alive. It is time to embrace a new way of being, one filled with health and the freedom to create a new reality. It's kind of what we were talking about in your general reading. Overall energy for the month we have is potential. Okay. And freedom. Wow. Goddess energy that we have for the month. I didn't even know this card was in the deck. Goddess energy that we have for the month is Hera or Hera, Alliance. Don't know if I'm saying that right. And then we have Hecate, the in-between. For those of you that know how to pronounce her name, is it Hecate or Hecate? I always feel so bad like saying her name wrong. I don't like mispronouncing any of the gods or goddesses' names. You'll see your spell card for the month that we have is sensuality, your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. And then final card is Varapatra, and I'll be reading the definition for this card out of the book. But first, I'm just going to shuffle a couple oracle cards here just to see if there's any additional messages that I may have missed. So you guys can think of a question as I'm shuffling. You may receive an answer. And came flying out. We have here, look within. Then we have minor setback. Clear the air is the other one that came out. And underneath the deck here we have talk more. All right, and what it says about Varapatra in the book is, out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Pile 3 Geminis, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these beautiful messages today. Hope you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, you guys, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.